Oh, good morning, Lisa.
Good morning, Jen.
Welcome to the Morning Muffin Show, your morning carbo load of real estate. I almost sang again today. I was like, I don't want to start that. I don't want that to be a thing. And nobody should associate my singing voice with anything other than really bad karaoke.
Oh, I won't even do karaoke. Forget it.
Oh yeah, I love it. Oh my gosh. And I do it. Okay, so been sober 12 years, still do karaoke sober, have for the longest time, totally will. I mean, it's just as terrible. But the goal is if you've ever watched American Idol, you just got to get into it. You just got to get into it really hard.
Yeah, I don't do that.
Speaking
Well,
about
anyway,
getting into it really hard, let's get into some of these numbers. Okay, so
so today is Market Monday. So today we are going to talk about the real estate market and what's going on today because there's a lot going on today in the market, right? So
yeah, totally.
totally. Well, it's still a seller's market. We know that. Buyers are having a hard time. Why don't you tell your story about your clients over the weekend?
I don't want to tell this story. It's a story. Okay. Once upon a time,
Oh,
in a
goodness.
world long, long ago, offers used to get accepted and it was great. And there was some great negotiations and there was some amazing stuff. Fast forward to the apocalypse. People are beating each other to a bloody financial pulp to get at listings. Couples are emptying their savings, putting down payments. No, it's not. It's not like that. But it is really a really difficult market. No, there is I have this family I've been working with for a really long time. They're having a really difficult time getting into a home. And it's not that they're not making good offers. In fact, right before the pandemic started, they were actually in a offer. But then, like all employers, everybody panicked and furloughed everyone, right? Which, hindsight maybe was a good thing because our numbers stayed low. But then, fast forwarding, economy, things started opening up. So anyway, my clients were able to get their jobs back really easily and get qualified again for another loan. But unfortunately, that house was already gone. And so now we're back in the market. But because of the pandemic, and I don't know if it's because of the pandemic, because this has been a story for a couple of years now, and we're going to look at the numbers. Inventory is just really low. I don't know if it's like the political climate that we're in either, where people are like, I just don't know what's going to happen. I'm going to wait for the elections. I have heard that. Have you heard it?
Well, a lot of that I heard, pre-election, they wanted to
Mm.
wait till after the election, but so much of it is COVID.
This year, yes. I just feel like it's been on trend for low inventory for quite a few years now. At least three,
Right.
but two hard years. 2018, 2019, and now 2020. Like those 3 years, I think have just been really hard. Um, Low inventory, we'll talk about what low inventory means, but we lost out yesterday. So 2 weeks before Christmas, lost against 10 offers. The home was priced at 339,000, and it went for well over 370,000.
Those are just that's a crazy number.
It is.
And we should mention when you're making offers like that, you also have to be concerned about the appraisal.
Yes.
Because is it really going to appraise for 370? You said that you thought they priced it a little low intentionally.
I thought they priced it low on purpose for this. And what it is it's for the auction effect. And we tell all of our listing people, they're like, we think that price is a little low. Well, if you guys argue with us about the price being too low, this is why we do it. is we try to get people to outbid one another because inventory is so tight right now that people, if your house is good, if your house is solid and you truly believe it is worth more than we say it is, listen to us because we have strategy there. This is strategy, right? And I think that this was the particular agent's strategy as well. So they lost out. They made a really, honestly, a very good competitive offer. I don't see, and anyway, it's hard.
Anyway,
It's hard to beat
it's
that.
difficult. It is.
And I don't recommend some people are talking about skipping inspections. I'm gonna look at you. I will never tell you to skip an inspection. It is the most important thing to protect a buyer. Okay. So anyway, so there's that.
Numbers.
Let's talk about the numbers. Okay, I'm sharing.
Okay, you wanted to talk about a couple articles. Do you want to do that first and then we'll do numbers?
No, let's just jump right into the numbers because this is what we're talking about. Okay, you guys, this is InfoSparks. This is something that we get through our MLS that is just statistics. As you can see, we can manipulate some of the categories and things like that, but this is all numbers driven. And this is where, like, I live. I don't know about you, but I love number crunching and things like that. So when I talk to my clients about a particular neighborhood, it's because actually right here in the Twin Cities region, I can actually put it down to specific neighborhoods. Like, for example, Lynn Bohannon, which I just did one. Okay.
Which is in North Minneapolis.
Yep, just north of Minneapolis. And this is all previously owned traditional. And this is median sales price. And so if I were to go up, we can change it by sizes. We can make it custom. We can break it out by sizes. So look at the really big houses in Lynn Bohannon. If you have, over 250 square feet, you're getting well over 330.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So anyway, let's reset this.
Let's reset that. Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
So what we're looking at here is 3 years of median sales price, and you can see that it's gone up year over year. It's up. Well, you're switching.
I know I am. I'm switching it to single family, to previously owned, and we want traditional seller type, meaning This is people that are selling their houses with an agent on the market.
Right, and not a foreclosure or a short seller.
Lender mediated, yeah, correct.
So we're up 8.5% over year on sales price in the Twin Cities region, which is great for sellers. It's great.
And this is just November's numbers. So year over year of November.
Year over year November. Go to average sales price and see what the difference is, because that should probably go down, I'm thinking. Oh, it went up. Average is 363. Again, up 7.8%. The other thing I think we should talk about is month supply.
Oh my God, yes.
So in an average market, you're looking at 4 to 6 in an average market where there is not an average market where there's an equal number of buyers and an equal number of sellers. You're looking at least 4 months of market time or greater. And right now we are at 1.5% month supply, which is crazy. It's down 25% over last year. Yeah. Last year there was 2 months of inventory. So sellers, it is, even though it's the holiday season, it is a great time to sell. And let's see how many days on market.
Well, and real quick, the essence, right, of any economy is buy low, sell high, correct? So
absolutely.
You can't get much higher. Like, I think we might be able to get much higher. Don't get me wrong. I think if anything happens with the foreclosure, this is what everybody's been talking about. If we do have a foreclosure crisis, it could turn into a more balanced market, correct? Right. So, however, we have such low inventory that it just probably is going to be a wash in our region. So I don't see it affecting our sales price immediately. Maybe if we look at these numbers in the next 3 years, like if we were able to project, because, once again, the 2008 crisis, we didn't even start to see the hurt until 2010, 2011. Am I correct?
I believe so. I wasn't in real estate then, but yeah, I
And
mean, it doesn't happen immediately,
mm-mm.
and we can't predict the future either.
No. Well, and maybe you're happy where you are. You just maybe want something a little bigger. We need home offices now. We need
Place
uh
kids to study.
rooms for kids. And honestly, I know people are worried about their jobs. And I want to talk about with market is if you are an employer and you're watching this, your future reputation is going to hinge on the grace that you provide your clients, doubly so your female clients, who end up having to, take a step back and move to part-time to help their kids and whatnot. Not that it's a gender role difference, but we all know that there is in the numbers, women are staying home more with the kids right now than ever before, and working from home. But you have to have some grace, and these are. This is if you need to find money in your piggy bank right now, maybe your home might be that place. Maybe moving closer to family. Who knows? Okay, so anyway, my brother actually did that. My brother and his wife actually combined their older parents, and now they all live under one roof.
That's
So,
happening more and more,
mm-hmm.
more and more
Okay.
multi-generational family living.
So you want to look at days on market?
I want to look at days on market.
2 weeks is the median. Average is 41, and there might be some numbers in there, especially when it comes to maybe having to go back on market. Maybe somebody got furloughed or something with their job, or lending. Who knows? These numbers in with as low of inventory, these numbers seem extremely how would you describe them? I think that these numbers are a little high for the
Well,
month
we're talking
supply.
about the whole Twin City metro area. We're talking about the whole market and price point. So we're talking about multi-million dollar listings that are $150,000. Now, if we were to break that down by price point, the days on market for a lower priced home may go down because, so if we did that, right, well, that's median.
Yeah, I think
So,
I think that the 350 to 3 or the 250 to 350 is what it's looking like.
well, what people think right now, unfortunately, is that if a house, and sellers are getting this impression too, if a house doesn't sell in a day or two, you're overpriced. Well, that's just simply not true. Typically, in a normal market where there's an equal number of buyers, equal number of sellers, your house isn't going to sell in a week or 2 weeks. It's probably going to sit on the market for 4 months. And that's just the truth. We're just so used to this quick sale that if a house sits on the market for 2 weeks or 10 days, people are like, what's wrong with that house? Well, that's simply not the truth.
Yes and no. I think I definitely think it has a lot to do with marketability. Like people, once again, professional pitchers, people buy a house online before they even go and see it. So I think that is what, with the internet and with cell phones and with iPhones and the smart activity, the reason why people have gotten used to small days on market is because, like I said, they're buying the home from the pictures online versus going to actually go see it like we were used to. So
well, if a home isn't marketed properly and photos are part of marketing, then it's absolutely going to sit longer online.
I think some of these numbers and stuff, we'll see some longer numbers because of people possibly furloughed and their financing falling through. I think maybe last minute or in underwriting. I know I've seen it a few times. Maybe, even inspections. I know the market's so tight that I have seen people write an offer contingent on inspection and just to get their spouse to see it because only one of them could see it at a time. The other one was working and they knew it would be snatched up soon. But let's look at another number. I like this one, shows depending. This one is so 18, essentially 18 showings before it was sold. Average is about 23. So depending upon, I think also days on market being longer with COVID is people are blocking times when you're not allowed to see it because of working from home, kids at school, COVID, certain amount of people can't be there. People just aren't as mobile. So during the day, people are at home. So you have to block a lot of those showings. Well, now we've only got people that can go see it on evenings and weekends. And I think a lot of people tend to work evenings and weekends now as a second job or something. So
anyway,
this is all speculation. We won't even know any of these numbers until next year, mid-year, when the economic experts can really start diving in the numbers. But what we're talking about, by the way, neither one of us have an economics degree, is what it feels like on the ground floor, just working in it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, those are some numbers, solid numbers. So, and what else did you want to talk about, Jen?
Well, I just want to talk about, I did post an article and I'll repost it in the comments here. NPR put out.
Share your screen for a sec.
Oh yeah, thanks.
Thank you.
I could actually probably share, but it's on a different computer because I was looking at those numbers. So, and it went to my email and I don't get my email on this computer. Sorry, guys. So, I set up a Google Alerts for forbearance. I also set one up for Streamline, meaning, oh gosh, okay, this is a big one, but we don't really necessarily have time. Maybe more on Finance Friday, we can talk about it. But streamlining is where you basically, if you owe a certain amount on your home and in this forbearance opportunity, you can tack it on to the end. So your 30-year loan now becomes a 40-year loan and your payments drop and become a little bit more manageable. So anyway, I set that up. Streamline, you get a bunch of weird other articles. But forbearance, I got this one from NPR that talks about, have you skipped rent or mortgage payments during the pandemic? And you do some speculation on what it's going to do in the markets coming. So it's a really great article. If you guys have a chance, I'll put it below.
Yeah, I'd love to read that article.
It's also already on our on our Morning Muffin page because it was pertinent to what we were talking about a few weeks ago.
Oh, well, it's already there then. But we'll post it again.
We'll post it again, but comment below if you guys see. Oh, we did get one comment.
Good morning, husband.
It's my husband. He's so helpful. He's away doing his four-wheeling thing right now. But anyway, banners, comment below, you guys. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube page if you have a chance, and visit us at our.
Please share this. Please share our videos.
Share our videos, yeah. And we have a website, www.wickmanrealestategroup.com, and you can check us out there. Our videos are all there. More information about us is there, and the Twin Cities market.
All right, everybody.
All right.
Have a great Monday. Bye-bye.